I'm John Kirkman. I'm a broadcaster and music journalist based in the UK. Welcome to the John Kirkman Files. See what I'm holding here? Wonderful, wonderful box set from Toyah, who recently has been out on tour with Billy Idol. You may have seen her and Killing Joke on tour as special guests, as they call support acts these days. But Toyah was on first and she was absolutely incredible. Got everything you ever needed from Toyah in that short, punchy set. And I'm sure she'll be going out and doing more live dates at some point in the not too distant future. Back to this though. Yeah, Anthem, 1981. Now, over the previous 2 years, Toyah had been building a real reputation. She was what I would call then a real cross-media star. She was in the printed matter, all over the music press, all over the magazines. She was on the television, she was on the stage, she was in films, she was making records. Yeah, you couldn't escape from Toyah for that sort of really solid 2-year period, 79 to 1981. Now, this is the third studio album from Toyah, the previous two being Sheep Farming and Barnet, which was the 6-track EP, 7-inch EP, expanded to an album track to include, I think, other singles like Bird in Flies, Tribal Dance, and also, of course, Victims of the Riddle, which was her very, very first single. Good track as well. This, as you imagine, is the final word. They're going to do something like Toyah with her biggest selling album as it was. Anthem is the one to do it. Now, let me whip this out, as they say in Blazing Saddles. What you get in here is a beautifully designed box, and that's the artwork. And it's absolutely, she's a fairy warrior there. In the interview, Toyah explains all about that. Now, this is a limited set, so you're going to have to be quick. You get a beautiful print for framing, which has been signed in gold pen by Toyah, as you can see here. You also get a vinyl picture disc, which is basically, that was the cover, that was the rear of the album, blown up. You get a wonderful track here, Thunder in the Mountains. Look at this. How cool is that? Great, hey? Thunder in the Mountains, which I think at the time was a standalone single, which was a big hit as well, with a video that was made by Kevin Godley and Lol Cree, formerly of NTSC, of course. At that point, they were kind of big names in the video making. They worked with Duran Duran, they later worked with Eric Clapton, they also worked on their own material too, and had quite a few hits themselves. There's another fantastic coloured vinyl 7-inch, as you can see. I just love all this stuff that Cherry Red have put together. Here's the booklet. It's obviously from the session for the artwork for Anthem. There she is there, in full regalia, full Toyah mode. Now, the great thing I thought I was going to get with this, I didn't, and I was almost apoplectic with rage, because there's a DVD in it and I'm thinking, it's got to be Toyah Live at the Rainbow. Just a little bit of background about that. The BBC were pretty quick, as you can imagine, because they have a huge archive of recorded material, but they only had 3 music DVDs, 2 from the vaults, as it were. We had John Martin at the BBC. We also had Deep Purple, California Jam from 1974. So Toyah was, again then, cutting edge, new media format, and Toyah is there. But you get some cards in here as well with all the various photos that were taken in the sessions for the album. She very much looks like an Egyptian princess then. Anyway, it was Toyah Live at the Rainbow, which was, I think, edited at the time. And I thought, where is Toyah at the Rainbow? So I went, shouting before I got hurt. I went to the website, and lo and behold, if you put Toyah into the search, coming out in November is Toyah at the Rainbow in expanded format and audio as well. So you get extra tracks on the video, and for the very, very first time, you get the audio from the concert. So, you know, I should stop moaning before I'm hurt, really, shouldn't I? If you want to spend your money on the box, you can buy this, 2 CDs and a DVD. On the DVD, you get current interviews with Toyah, and you get a couple of acoustic session things. And she talks about the making of the album. Now, you probably might remember, if you're a Toyah fan, at the end of 1980, there was a documentary called Toyah, 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 which has come out as an extended double disc package, including the documentary. Unfortunately, at the end of the year, the Toyah band split. And it was a shame, because I thought that the original Toyah band were really, really good. Staying on, obviously, Joel Bogan, guitarist, who did a lot of the writing with Toyah. Toyah actually wrote a lot of the lyrics for the Anthem album and the singles, actually, while she was staying in a hotel. But the thing is, it got done. And she was going through a little bit of a crisis, I guess. Ooh, new band, are people going to like it? But the material on this album is just incredible. And I can remember seeing the accompanying tour in Liverpool, and I was talking to her afterwards, and she was still pretty nervous at the time, even though they'd been on the road, and she was going down an absolute storm. She had the #1 single with I Want to Be Free. I think she got to #2 with It's a Mystery from the Fall from Toyah EP. And she was going down an absolute storm, but it was a new band, which featured, obviously, Toyah and Joel Bogan. Also, Phil Spalding, who I'd previously seen in the Bernie Tormate band. And again, the drummer, who went on to be quite famous, was Nigel Glockler, who left the Toyah band to go into the Saxon band at the time, who needed a drummer, because their drummer had gone to Motorhead. It's all very incestuous, the music business. But anyway, when he went to Saxon, another drummer came in, who you may know, Simon Phillips. More about him, I would imagine, when the Changeling and Warrior Rock comes out. But you can buy this 3-disc set separately if you don't want to spend out for this limited edition. What you also get is this lovely little CD of rarities, and there's some nice things on here. I have to say, I'm not going to go into great detail because I don't see the point. You're either going to want this or you're not going to want it. But it really is in your interests, if you're a Toyah fan, to get either at least this, the 3-disc set, that's 2 CDs and a DVD. And if I'm really honest, I had to get this sent to me. It's kind of no. I mean, so I kind of got best of both worlds, really, because I got the 3-disc set, and I got all these lovely little extras like the vinyl and the picture disc and the signed print. I can put them all away. They all fold into there very, very nicely. And it's quite a weighty sort of box set, to be honest with you. It's quite a weight because it's got a lot of stuff in it. But it's available to order now. If it hasn't sold out, well, do try. And if you can't find it at Cherry Red, which is cherryred.co.uk, put in the search box Toyah, then you might be able to get it from some other online distributors. You know who I'm talking about. This is a wonderful package if you're a fan. Don't worry about Toyah of the Rainbow. That is coming out soon, and you will be able to order that at cherryred.co.uk as well. Don't forget, cherryred.co.uk. Look in the search item, put Toyah in, and all the other expanded albums that have come out prior to this are also available to purchase. I hope you enjoy listening to this. It's fabulous. Thanks for watching.